Finally, I'm home. I can put all of that Halloween stuff behind me and... You little... One of these days, I will smother you in your sleep. Oh, I'll do it. You know exactly how much jump scares get me, and you still do them all the time. One of these days, I'm going to get even. No, you can't make this up by... Okay, fine. Maybe you're worth keeping around. But the second you stop being so snuggly, I'm kicking you to the curb. You are too sweet, you know that? No, that is not an invitation for you to be bratty. Can we sit on the couch? I've had a terrible day and I need a massive dose of those fluffy Nico ears. Stat. You are too positive. Like, sickeningly so. Yes, I do love that about you. It just feels really smug when I'm already in a bad mood. Really? Can I just vent to you like this? You're sure you want me to infect you with my sadness? Oh, you're going to cure my sadness, are you? Fine. It's... a lot of things went perfectly wrong. Well, first and foremost, it's a full moon, and I have been half transformed all day long. But since it's Halloween, I just brushed off all the comments. I told everyone that my cat ears and tail were just part of a costume. Yes, I know. I could just tell everyone I'm a werecat, but people look at you differently when you're aware anything. There's still a stigma that we all lose control whenever the moon's up. And it's not like I have the cat stuff every day, so I can't pass as a Nico. I just have to take a day off once a month. That's just it. I couldn't take the day off because the company was in crunch time. We have a massive project that needed to be done on November 1st. So much so that corporate was willing to pay holiday double overtime to get it finished. So you know it's serious. So that's step one. A huge boost to my senses, and a heap of cat hormones on what may have been the most stressful deadline of the year. But wait, there's more. You remember the little Halloween party we threw last year? Well, apparently it pulled well or something because some idiot manager insisted on keeping as much of it as possible. Of course, since we're working, that means no socialization or alcohol, but for some unknown reason, we still opened our doors for trick-or-treaters. That's true. I normally love the trick-or-treaters because we only get the youngest kids. After all, we open our doors at like 3, and it's not like anyone over the age of 9 is out trick-or-treating in broad daylight. But there lies the problem. A bunch of hyperactive kindergartners who are all sugar high, don't care whether your tail is a costume or real. They see Fluffy Kitty, they go nuts. So I'm getting yanked every which way while I'm working, while I'm simultaneously trying my best not to explode on these kids. So that goes on for maybe an hour, each group of kids being less gentle than the last. Eventually, someone gets the good sense to start routing these kids away from me, and I can get back to working. But fortunately for my little sob story, I've got one more annoyance to dump. Because I was getting mobbed, I finished my section slower than everyone else. So everyone was getting ready to leave while I was still working. Now, I always leave early because I'm trying to avoid Karen. But since I was predisposed, they got to talk to me. and use the cheesiest pickup line I've ever heard. I can see your hackles are starting to stand up, so I'll begin by saying I immediately said no. I'm yours and yours alone, sweetie. The only problem is that Karen can't seem to understand that I'm taken. They said, "Hey, gorgeous, are you a litter box? 'Cause I'm digging you." Hey, don't laugh. It's not funny. It's a stupid line, and I can't believe Karen thought it would make me feel anything but disgust. I mean, comparing someone you want to date to a litter box? That's negging at best. Oh, so smug are we? Well, I'm about to make you feel awful then. Because of all the hormones and stuff swelling up in me, I started crying. Right on the spot. Which I do want to point out instantly shut Karen down, so that's cool. Yeah. I finished up my work while sobbing over a tiny insult. Then I punched out and rushed to my car. After a few deep breaths and a nice little sniff of catnip, I came home for my terrible, no good, lovely little Nico to jump scare me when I walked inside. And that, my love, is why I'm in such a terrible mood. Yes, I do feel a little better now. It's nice to unload my day like that. Plus, getting to cuddle with you for extended periods of time is a pretty good cure-all. Bright side, I get to let go of the reins in like an hour or so that's cool. No, I don't mind. When the cat-me is in charge, I basically just get to nap. Plus, now that they've got you to play with, I always wake up in an afterglow of catnip, joy, and whatever lewd stuff you two get up to. It's a pretty good deal. Hey, I know we've had this conversation before, but if you don't want to deal with a practically feral werecat, I've still got all my restraining gear. I did have to deal with this for years without you, so I'm sure I could break out the old toys for one night. Oh, you like handling the cat-me, huh? That smirk tells me I shouldn't inquire too much further. I'll just give you a blank check of consent and let you go nuts. So, I've definitely got 30 minutes of lucidity left. I think we've got some pie in the fridge, or we could watch an episode of a show or something. Keep cuddling. Well, if you insist, then I suppose I can keep having a warm, soft hug with my favorite person. I love you, furball.